Welcome to Strategy Battle Gamers to another GBHL YouTube video. This is it, guys. We are at the final of Deadliest Warband! That's right, it's here. Lots of people excited about this.
Yeah.
Lots of people have been commenting on our Speak Flame question, saying, wow, we cannot wait for the final. Who are our finalists, Jamie Giblin?
We've got the Moria Goblins.
Ooh! And they've been doing great.
As most people suspected and had their bets on, Isengard.
Isengard are in the final. Now, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. I can feel it. What do you think it's going to come down to, Jamie?
It's got to be the crossbowmen. If they kill troops, they're going to shred them.
Yeah, or you think they should target troops, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, not Wild Marauders.
I've been thinking, target the troops, break them, let them everything run away.
Oh, it's interesting. I hope he's not said that because he thinks he's going to get Moria. We're going to show you the armies now. So we're going to start off with the Moria Deadliest Warband. We've got the Gundabad Black Shield captain there. We've got the two Warg Marauders that have been so prolific throughout our tournament. We've got the Bat Swarm as well that's been incredibly handy with those multiple wounds and effectively transfixing those that are in base contact, lowering their fight value. And then we've also got the ranks of Gundabad Black Shields, some with shield and sword, some with shield and spear. That is Moria's Deadliest Warbands, our first finalists. And now to Isengard's Deadliest Warband, the challengers. We have the Uruk-hai captain who's armed with a crossbow and heavy armour. We've got the two feral berserkers painted up lovely by James Squires. The two ferals, not berserkers. We've got 6 berserkers. We've also got the 4 crossbowmen. What's going to be key in this is what they choose as their target priority. That is Isengard's finalists in the middle of Deadliest Warbands.
So, on a 1, 2, 3, I'm using Goblins. On a 4, 5, 6, I'm using Isengard. Oh, it's the Goblins! Justice! Justice!
Justice! No pressure then, James. Rolling for turn 1, priority. And it's priority to the Goblins. And here's how it's looking after turn 1 movement. So the main predicament Jamie had was, where does he put his Wild Marauders? Does he go one side or the other? Recognising that I would probably sort of go to the opposite side. He's put them in the middle, keeping his options open. And then obviously the usual formation of Gundabad Black Shields coming up through the centre. In the meantime, this is how the Uruk-hai have decided to deploy. And just keeping those crossbows at the back, making a little crescent in the corner, protective little formation. We're going to go into turn 1 shooting. So for shooting, we've got the Warg Marauders, and they're going to be shooting at the captain. So needing 6s to hit. 1 hits. And it doesn't get. And there's no shooting from Isengard because they have counted as moved on. So it's priority turn 2. Cock dice.
Cock dice.
I think so. And it's priority to Isengard. And here's how it's looking at after movement. So Isengard pretty much stayed where it was, just shuffled some of the ferals and berserkers across. Now just give that captain a bit of cover to free up the berserker that was in the corner. In the meantime, obviously these guys have moved in front of the Gundabad Black Shields, knowing that I will probably target priority the troops to try and break them quickly. So with that, we're going to go into shooting. So it's Isengard shooting, and the crossbowman and the captain on the end. They're going to be shooting through the Wild Marauders, prioritising the spearmen at the end. Needing 4s to hit, blue dice is the captain. And we get 3 hits. Do they get through the Wild Marauders? None of them do. So they hit the Wild Marauders. They hit 1 Warg Marauder. So all on 1 Warg Marauder, needing 5s. Nothing.
That's what you get for putting
And we're going to go into Moria shooting. So the Wild Marauders are going to be shooting at the Berserkers here. They need 6s because they moved. And they get nothing. And with that, we're going to go into turn 3. Priority. It's priority to you. So movement is done, and again Jamie has moved up his troops behind the screen of Warg Marauders and Bat Swarm with their multiple wounds, and obviously Isengard has stayed where it is. So with that, we're going to go into the shooting. Warg Marauders are going to be shooting at
Berserkers again.
Needing 6s.
Ah.
None hit. And I'll be doing exactly the same as I did last time, prioritising the spearman. So, needing 4s to hit. Whoa, that's a cocked dice. So let's see if we get all of them. Oh! And all of them hit. Do they get through the Wild Marauder? So, 4 of them hit the Wild Marauder, 1 gets through. 3 at the first Wild Marauder, let's see if we get him. And no wounds. The captain's one at the same Wild Marauder. No wound. The one that gets through on the Gundabad Spearman.
Yes!
And he survives another round of shooting. Yes! And this is not going well for the Urukai crossbowman. We're going to go into turn 4.
Yep.
Priority. And here we go.
Yes!
That's a 2. Isn't really what we wanted.
Just
and I get a 2!
Did you get it?
No?
Because I had it last.
No!
Because I shot first.
No!
Yes!
No! And unfortunately, I think that's Isengard priority. And this is how it looks after movement. And as you can see, Jamie moved his Wild Marauder and Bat Swarm up on that Berserker on his own. And he's been brave and he's charged that Wild Marauder in on 2 Berserkers while his line has moved up. I didn't move, but it does mean I've got some shooting now. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. So we're going to start off with the captain and the 1 Urukai Berserker shooting at the 2 spearmen at the front there. Blue dice is the captain. That's not me laughing, I'm crying. These 2 here are going to be shooting into this combat over here. So first of all, let's see if they hit. Needing 4s. And both hit. Do they hit you or me? 1 hits me and 1 hits you.
The one on me is the Wild Marauder. That's the closest one.
Yeah, Wild Marauder. So needing
5s.
5 to wound him. Nope.
5s.
5 to wound me. Oh no! And I've shot myself and killed the Berserker. So the Berserker goes down. Ah! Oh dear, so, I mean, I think he was probably going to die anyway.
Yeah.
To be honest.
More than likely.
More than likely. So we're going to go into the combat phase.
No shooting.
Oh, you're shooting, yeah, sorry.
There's 2 shots, so go into these 2.
So he's shooting, so he needs 6s. Snake eyes. So the next Wild Marauder is also going to shoot into these 2 Berserkers.
No.
And nothing. So with that, we are going to go into the combat phase. We've got the 2 Berserkers, one of which will feint against the fainting Wild Marauder. Here we go. Oh my eyes! A 1, 1, a 2, and a 4. Oh dearie me.
Pressure's on. Yeah.
And this is unfortunately what it's like to come up against a Wild Marauder. So both knocked down.
Yep. So on the first guy, the first strike, you're rolling 1s, you're doing 5s. Nope. So that's first strike done. Second strike on him as well.
Nope.
Third strike on him. Just die, man. Someone.
Nope. And last lot.
That's it! Eight damage on a single fight.
So I'm going to be knocked down, and wow, they survive. That is
what?
That is the kind of luck that we needed, and we're going to go to the next turn priority.
What? What?
Priority. No. Okay, and priority goes to the goblin. So, I've called a heroic move with my captain, and Jamie has decided not to counter, so I'm going to go into that now. And here's how it's looking after my heroic move and my movement. So, the captain and some berserkers managed to get in there. 1 berserker unfortunately failed his coasters to charge that Wild Marauder. Tied up the Bat Swarm with a crossbowman, put 2 berserkers in on that Wild Marauder, and then really it was just trying to protect the captain and such there. Chucked up the ferals that have been promptly surrounded by Gundabad captain, etc. And with that, we're going to go into shooting. And I have no shooting because all my crossbowmen have moved. So, it's you.
2 shots here. Is that berserker?
So 2 shots into the berserker who's not in combat.
I've not moved.
You've not moved.
1 hits.
1 hits.
6s.
No. Fortunately, no dice to come out. And this guy.
Next one's here. We'll shoot at these crossbowmen.
So he's going to shoot the crossbowman.
5s. No, in there.
And nothing. So with that, we are going to go into the combat phase. Sorry, it's very tense. The atmosphere in here is tense. You cut it with a knife. We've got it's James' priority, so we've got the 2 Gundabads over there with the shield and spear against the crossbowmen.
Yeah.
I'm presuming you're...
I'm just finding one. I've got... I
don't
think these guys have swords to me. If they do, I'll find... they do. You have swords.
I believe you. Don't shut up. I trust you, Jamie.
I'll fight with the guy in front. Yeah.
6 fainting. He gets a 4 highest. And we get a 6 with element game dice. Good stuff. So we need 5s.
Yep.
5s to kill. Ooh, and get a 4, but they're pushed back, which is important. Next up, we've got the Feral against 2 fainting Gundabads, supported by the Spearman behind.
You got the high fight.
So let's see what we get. And I get 6s, so we take it.
5s to wound.
So 5s to wound. Oh, and 2 2s, and they get knocked back, but we don't kill them, unfortunately. Okay, so we've got the Feral against, again, we've got guys who are fainting. The fainting captain is the black dice.
Black dice, yeah.
Black dice.
You got the high fight.
You get a 5 highest this time. Oh, and you get a 5, so we still take it. Are you going to use a point?
It's not worth it yet. Defense 6. No, I'll put it in mine. I'll win it.
So he's using a point of might to win it.
Captain killing on 4s, you're rolling 1s.
And he kills him. So the Feral dies. That's 2 Isengard casualties for no Moria so far. Next up, we're doing the Batswarm versus the Uruk-hai crossbowman. Batswarm gets a 4. We get a 4, so we take it.
Still high fight.
Yep, still high fight value.
So 4s to wound.
So we need a 4 to wound him. Oh, and we get a 6, and it's 1 wound on the Batswarm, who gets pushed back. So we've got 2 Berserkers, one of which will faint against the fainting Wild Marauder, supported by the Spearman. Let's see what you get. You get the 6. And can we get 6? Yes, we do. So we take it and you move back. So the fainting are going to be the element games dice. We need 5s.
Yep. 1 wound.
Oh, and we get 1 wound.
2 left.
So he's got 2 left. We're going to the next combat. Next up, we've got the Berserkers, one of which will faint, and the fainting Uruk-hai captains will still be high fight against the fighting Wild Marauder. What does the Wild Marauder get?
You got high fight, you.
High fight, purple dice of the captain. Oh, we got 6s there. So, from the Berserkers, we've got 8 dice here. Purple dice are re-rolling 1s, need 5s across the board.
1.
We've got 1 in there, and we've got 2. Oh my days. So we just got 1 from all those dice. We've got the captain next, who also fainted.
These 4s.
Oh!
What is it with these 1?
Oh, we need 4s.
Yes,
so that's another 1. So re-rolling.
5, isn't it?
So we need... Oh, and he kills him. Oh, just. And a War Marauder goes down. That's a big thing. So, vicious round of combat. 2 Uruk-hai are dead and 1 Wild Marauder. Let's go for priority.
Yeah.
And it's priority to the Uruk-hai. So, a key moment really. Even this early on in the battle, Jamie has called a heroic move, which I've countered. We will both be mightless. On a 1, 2, 3, this is going to go to Jamie. On a 4, 5, 6... Goblins, sorry. Yeah, not Jamie. Goblins. And on 4, 5, 6, it goes to Isengard. Oh, and Isengard, get it. Thank goodness for that. And here it is after both of our movements. So my captain actually charged in on his captain and proceeded just to move everything else into base contact over there. Just leaving Jamie to bring a couple of supports around, which he's done in the middle, just to try and give those Berserkers some problems. With that, we're going to go into shooting. And you're going to shoot?
Yep. I will shoot your captain.
He's going to shoot captain, so he's firing through 2 combats, is he?
1 hits. The first one gets through, and then into that combat, it hits me.
Your captain. Oh, I thought that was a 6 for a second. And he doesn't do anything, so we're going to go into combats, and it was my priority. First up, we're going to do the captain combat. So we've got the Black Shield captain versus the Uruk-hai captain. Yep. I'm guessing you're going to faint?
No, I'm going to stay as I am, because then you can faint without.
I could do, I suppose. Right, okay, let's go. Oh, double 1s from the Uruk-hai captain. So I move back.
5 to wound, 6 in the 5 to wound.
Oh, and he gets 1 wound. So his fate point.
passes.
And he passes, but he's down a feint. And that's the first combat. So none of the others really matter in terms of people being trapped, etc. So we're going to have a fainting berserker and an Urukai crossbowman versus the bat swarm. So what do you get? Oh, you don't get much. Oh, you get more than my 1, 2 and a 2.
Alright, first strike.
These guys are moved back.
On the crossbowman, needing 5s.
Needing 5s on the crossbowman? Nope.
And again.
No. So luckily these guys survived. Unbelievable. Next up we've got Berserker versus the Wild Marauder who didn't charge, so...
Actually, I will fight. Yeah.
So he's got his 3 dice, yeah, she's not charged. You get a 5, usually used to seeing lots of 6s. Come on, Berserker!
Yeah.
And Berserker takes it. So Berserker needing 5s.
Yep.
And no wounds caused. Next up, Berserker versus a fainting Black Shield.
No, shielding.
Shielding Black Shield. Shielding Black Shield gets a 4. And we get 5s, so we take that, needing 5s to kill. Oh, and he goes down. We get that 5. Next up, Berserker versus a fainting and spear supporting.
Yeah.
So let's go. We get 3 highest.
Oh.
You get 6s, so you push us back.
Red
and you
dice. Fainting. Red 5s.
You get 6 on that red dice anyway, won't you?
Yep.
Look at that, because it's the cheating red dice. So that Berserker is dead. And Urukai versus fainting and spear supporting.
Disappointing.
Disappointing.
You got that.
Sounds good. Let's see what we get. Oh, we get a 6, so we take it. So we need
cheating element
5s. Oh yeah, cheating element games dice.
Sorry, I'm sure these dice roll more 6s than my cheat red dice.
So it's 3 models to 3 models in the dead pile, but yours significantly worth more with the World Marauder. Next up, we're going to do the 2 crossbowmen that have actually got a Gundabad Black Shield trapped here. You're going to be shielding, and I'll feint with one of them. So let's see what you get with your shielding. Oh, we get a 3. And we get a 3, and we take it. Fainting with the purple dice, needing 5s. And we don't get it, wrong way around. He's trapped though, so we'll try again. Hey! And luckily, we kill him. Next up, it's the 1-on-1. We've got the fainting Gundabad against the fighting normal crossbowman. We get a 3. We get a 2. 5s to kill him. Oh! And he pulls it back. That's good. That's good. So it's really equal, actually, if you look at how many points are going down. And finally, we've got the Feral against the Gundabad Black Shield there, who is shielding. Let's see what we get. So he gets 3 highest. And we get a 5, and we take that. So we need 5s to kill him. Oh, and we get a 6 with the 1 ring dice. Glad we didn't catch that bit then on the camera. This is how it's looking. After all of the combats, we're going to go into turn 5 or 6 priority.
5 now.
Turn 5 priority. It's the important one. That's an above average dice roll. Oh, those dice do it! Yeah! And here's how it's looking after my movement. So a little bit of assistance from Jamie. We moved everything in. Captain's coming on the Wild Marauder because obviously I informed Jamie that he's strength 5, so therefore he's winning on 4s. And then we just tried to gang up on everything else. It is looking slightly more favourable to Isengard. Slightly, but you know what Deadliest Warbands is like. It just takes a couple of turns of bad rolling. It's going to go to shooting. We've got the Wild Marauder who is going to be shooting at...
My captain's combat.
Captain's combat.
No hit.
And he doesn't hit anything, and with that we're going to go into the combats.
Yeah.
So we got the fainting Gundabad against the Berserker there, because he'll be trapped, so let's see what we get. We get a 6, and we take it. So, first lot, don't kill him. Second lot, kill him. And Gundabad goes down. Next up we've got 2 crossbowmen, one of which will feint against the Gundabad. Jamie's just cheating red dice in this now. But he only gets a 4. So what do we get? We get a 3.
Hooray!
So you actually win that.
No.
And you don't kill him with the 3. Next up is the Feral versus the Gundabad. The Gundabad is not shielding. He's going for it with cheating red dice. So he gets a 3. That's not very cheating red dice like. And we get the 6. So he is pushed back. We need a 5 to kill him. Oh, and we get him with the renownedly known now as the
Cheating Element Games.
Cheating Element Games dice. Woo! Next up is the Berserker versus, again, he's just fighting it. He's got the Gunbad Warrior. He has a 2, that's not good. And we
what a surprise!
So we need 5s. Look at that! Look at that! So another one goes down. And are you broken?
Yeah, very much so.
Okay, next up we've got the Gunbad Captain against the Berserker. You're not going to faint?
Yeah, might want to hold on.
You're going to faint? Okay, he goes. How do you feel about your dice rolling?
I'd swear if it wasn't for the channel. This is ridiculous. Go get a 6. You might as well just kill him now.
Let's have a little look. Oh, double ones.
At least he didn't faint.
Okay, so he moves back. Haven't I got ancient enemies? Next up, it's Brasku. Sorry, no, the Isengard Captain against the Wild Marauder. What can a Wild Marauder do?
I'll faint 4 highest or something, 5.
Okay, so he gets a 5 highest. So the Captain.
It's a 6. Cocked.
Cocked dice. Oh, good, did you? So here we go. We need 4s, and we get 1. And we don't have a point of might, so he's down to 1 wound. That Wild Marauder. Next up, it's the Bat Swarm against the Fainting Berserker and the Crossbowman. You get a 4 highest. You get a really good roll again. I've had great rolls this last couple of turns. So again, the
4s. Blues rerolling 1s.
Blues rerolling 1s. That's not a good roll either, but let's reroll that one. And we get that 1 wound. So he's down to 2 wounds. And that's how it's looking after a pretty brutal turn. You're broken now.
Yeah.
So let's go into priority.
Oh, no.
Now you get it. No!
Oh, no, don't.
I shouldn't have rolled it against us.
Whatever, just finish it up. Here
we go. Oh dear, so Isengard has closed in for the kill. But there is some shooting. We've got the Wild Marauder. They've been that anonymous in this game.
Yeah, just shooting at these 2 guys.
So
I've not moved 5s. No, I don't even hit.
He doesn't get it, so we are going to go into combat. So I'm going to go straight into the combat. I'm going to start off with this Bat Swarm.
Yep.
Here, Fainting Berserker again.
5.
You get a 5. Oh, and we get 4s across the board, so you actually win that.
Hit the crossbowman?
Nope.
Crossbowman?
No. And he doesn't get it, and these guys are moved back. The Marauder combat, we've got a Fainting Captain and a Fainting Berserker, and another Berserker against a Fainting Marauder. Let's see what he gets. He does get 6.
Oh.
That's your first 6.
First 6 in like since turn 1 probably.
Jamie's not a happy bunny.
No, I'm not.
Okay, let's have a little look.
Oh.
That was close. So he is trapped, and we'll go into that now. We'll do the captains first, needing 4s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, and we do get it. So Marauder goes down. Next up, the Feral against the Black Shield. You're going fighting and fainting. And let's go. And the game's dice, take it. So we need a 5, and we kill him. Wow, so now the Captain combat. So I'm going to feint with Berserker and one of the...
Yeah, I'll feint as well.
And you're going to feint as well. What do you get? I'll sort out
2 or something, yeah.
Yeah, you get Snake Eyes, so I'll
you win, just rolls a wound, yeah.
Okay, so let's do one of the Fainting Berserkers first.
That's 2 wounds.
That's 2 wounds.
Fainted.
And he fainted. Nope. And then...
I'll take the fate point. Yeah, I'm dead.
And he's dead. Okay, and...
Priority.
Well, priority. We're going to go straight into that priority now. We get it, and we're going to surround and try and do that now. And here we go. What is the final combat? We're not going to do any shooting here. So Jamie's going to roll...
2.
He gets a 5. Okay, so I'll roll my captain first.
You say that 5 is...
We get the 5. Okay, so we'll start off with the captain strikes first.
3's to wound.
3's to wound.
Yeah, you're dead.
And the Bat Swarm goes down. And with that, we have a champion of Middle-earth's Deadliest Warbands. The winners are...
Isengard.
Isengard!
In a whitewash.
We're going to go into a post-battle and post-tournament...
Season.
Post-season Bat Rep Breakdown. Wow. Welcome to the post-battle Bat Rep Breakdown. And not just a post-battle Bat Rep Breakdown.
Post-season.
Post-season.
Yeah, so
we have a winner. Drum roll, everybody. Not too much, so the terrain goes
you already know who it is. It's Isengard.
Isengard victory in Middle-earth's Deadliest Warbands.
Crushing victory.
They were my favourites.
Yeah, they had to be the favourites to win it, basically.
Well, the 2 attack models.
High courage, high
Fight 4,
defense.
strength 4.
Yeah.
Crossbow, strength 5 captain. The crossbows meant that they never had to chase any of the games.
Yeah. Games would always come to them.
So even in that battle where the crossbows did diddly squat apart from kill their own, I didn't kill anything, did I?
You killed your own guy. You killed nothing with mine.
Killed nothing. And we thought that was going to be one of the real swingers, really. Because, you know, how much could they kill before everything got into combat? But the Marauders didn't perform...
9 dice.
9 dice.
9 dice to kill 2 models, but not even a 5. I think we also need to know that you just need to use Element Games dice to
now this is from the guy who is known for having the cheating red dice. It is known.
What? No, it's
known.
only known with you.
No, it is. It's known on the channel as being the cheating red dice.
I think he's been hiding a secret. I think he's been putting all the emphasis on cheating red dice.
Give me a 6.
It's a 5.
And if there wasn't the roll on the table,
Yeah. But
it would have been a 6.
as you might have noticed in that game, my enthusiasm for it went right out the window.
Yeah, Jamie lacked amount of professionalism in that game. Because it wasn't as fun for you, because if you're not rolling...
If you can't roll above a 4,
and if at the same time
you just consistently roll 6.
My rolling was pretty good in that. But I did expect Isengard to win.
Yeah, we pinned it on Isengard. I would have preferred a closer final.
Yeah, I would have preferred a closer final. I think there were other forces that would have given Isengard a tougher time.
Yeah.
You know, Isengard have had a pretty good run through.
Yeah, they've had sort of the... What have Isengard beaten to get here?
Well, they beat the Reavers.
The Reavers.
Which was good.
Beat Azog's Hunters. And they beat... What did you play against? Easterlings.
And they beat
So
Easterlings.
they actually had a... In the grand scheme of things, they played against quite low... Well, they played against 2 Defence 4 armies, which suits them to a
Suits them
T.
perfect.
And then they played against Easterlings, where they got... You know, they're being wounded on 6s, but they wounded on 5s, and they got the higher fight.
Yeah, and they got the 2 attack models, and
Yeah.
They were definitely my favourite all the way through. It'd be interesting to see how they get on in sort of future editions. I wonder if watching this will influence anybody's decision on what they will take.
In lists, yeah.
Well, not just taking lists, but also take to Throne of Skulls on the Friday night when we are going to be hosting our Middle-earth's Deadliest Warbands, little mini-round tournament we're going to be doing. So was that what you expected? Did you think that the Uruk-hai would go on to win? We certainly did.
Yeah.
We're sorry that it wasn't as close as a final might have been, but it was definitely a matchup that suited Isengard. So they are our champions for our 2014.
Well, for season 1.
Yeah, because we probably check out on others in a little while. Yeah. So keep an eye out soon for some more videos that we're going to be putting out. We've got some other versions of Deadliest, Middle-earth's Deadliest, which are going to be coming out soon, including Middle-earth's Deadliest Monster. And we think we're going to do a Middle-earth's Deadliest Champion, which will be coming out soon. So as always, make sure you comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your hobby.
Just to cheer Jamie up. Happy strategy battle gaming.